All right. The start of Duo Esports Season 12 playoffs interview with two members of ATS Fury. We have Funny Dude 99 and that one guy TM. Welcome. This is your guys' first time in this league, no?
Yeah. For us to at least.
Yeah. In Duo. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, never played here before.
yeah, what do you guys think about it so far? It's definitely much more community driven league than most other leagues, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's the fun. It's something like that. It's a lot of banter being thrown around with with us in particular. I noticed, but it's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the best way to describe it. Very community driven.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, funny dude?
Um, I had actually been in the server for a long time, just because I have like a whole folder of like servers where it's like different leagues and stuff, and I thought that Duel was like a bigger league. Because I think it has like several hundred people in here or something.
Yeah.
But then like being in it, it just seems like it's like the same 20 lows just facing each other every season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, you got
Oh
like
no.
20, 25 people just, playing hot potato with the trophy or whatever. And I was just
uh,
like,
yeah,
what?
more or
What?
less.
There's like 500 people in here. What are they all doing here if they're not playing? It's been good. It's like my first league that I've been in for like like all of it basically. Um, and it's nice. I like the content that's being made and like the standings and shit. Pretty cool.
That is, I
Pretty
will say that is one thing that's really nice about this league is the content made around it. I love we haven't had them for a while, but I really like the top 5 plays of the week. Is really fun. Like being like, oh, did we make it to top 5 plays? Like, and as well as like the ranking of the teams, being like, nah, fuck them, we're not there. We're up here, or
yeah.
fucking like, yeah, they finally put us up for like all these things. I think it's really fun.
No, yeah, it's definitely. I think, especially when it comes to like team standings, everyone has their disagreements. Like, uh, my team, when I was in PG Midas last season, it was definitely the case of like we only lost a singular game the entire season, and we were still on second place in tier list. So there's definitely a
Ooh,
longevity thing where it's like, oh, known players and known teams will get a little bit more
yeah,
recognition since they've
that
been
is
consistent.
that is one thing I know a lot of us have had issues with, or we've called like in private, where like it feels like there's a lot of favoritism towards like the more established teams, but I also think to an extent it's inevitable, but that definitely can be an annoyance.
Yeah, no, definitely an understanding, but you guys, you always have the chance to flip the script, change the turn of the tides
Yeah,
to make it your own narrative, right? Because
yeah,
um, what's it called? You guys are the first iteration of ATS to make it into playoffs. The ATS is a returning organization to Duo, and
yeah,
it's been getting better and better. But this has been the best iteration so far.
yeah.
Uh,
I
that being said, right? Uh, whenever you guys were selected, I'll start with you, one guy. When you were selected for the team, via tryouts, what were your like expectations or even goals about the team or joining the league at all?
well, I will say, um, obviously, like going in, I'd never heard of Duo Esports before, so I was just I didn't know really anything about the league. I just knew about the team. Me and Waylo have actually been friends for years personally. Like we went to the same high school. Like so, we decided to try out for a team together, and we just wanted to get better. Really, like that's the main focus, right? Like winning the league, we'd love to try for that, but the main focus of everything is just to get better at League of Legends. Like climb up the ranks. And so then when we were told like, oh hey, by the way, you guys are going to be part of this league, it was like, cool, like that was just it's going to be a more competitive environment than the more used to, and it's going to help us get better. So I think that's all that I really cared about. To be fair, this is also coming from I'm definitely a fresh face. This is my first like competitive season to speak. So I know Funny's got way more experience with this kind of stuff than I do.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Funny?
It's been nice. I mean, it's nice. Like during the fucking holiday season, I signed up and did like 4 or 5 tryouts like with different orgs for like different leagues and stuff. And it's nice like meeting people and like seeing like repeat or people who like are also trying out across like the different like things or teams or whatever. Um, and like it's nice being chosen, obviously. Um, I think I was also really hyped playing in a more structured league like this. Like Guy had mentioned, like this is his first like split, I guess, or like his first time playing um organized league. And even though it's not mine, I like the league I was in before is like this sort of very sort of basic for fun like sort of thing that like we only did because it was free. Not to say that free is bad or good or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was pretty excited that I ended up being here, not just because like playing on a team is nice, but seeing that we'll be able to play in more, I guess, serious leagues, quote unquote, and also I think like the guys, the guys are all right. Didn't know them very well, obviously. Didn't even play with like them, most of them, I think, during the tryouts or anything. But from like the first time we all got together, we've been gelling.
Mm-hmm. No, which
Been
is
pretty
super
cool.
important for a team.
Yeah,
I think definitely teams that like can basically stand themselves outside of the rift as well as inside is really good. Uh, Definitely grows a lot better. Even if you guys like, even if your team doesn't necessarily succeed the first time, the second time you guys come back stronger, come back better. Uh, which is uh, it's definitely a way to improve. It's definitely the key to success is to keep trying, right?
yeah,
um
absolutely.
so more or less coming into this league, as you guys said, you guys basically just wanted, both of you wanted to get better. uh Funny, you also said that basically you guys gel well with the team. What were your expectations? So like full on, like you, after let's say mid season, right, mid split, did you guys think you guys would be among the top 5? Did you guys think, oh shit, maybe we can get higher, or was it like, okay, we're happy where we're at now that we're in like playoffs?
Well, I think me and Funny, maybe not Funny, me at least, I tend to take it a little more like literally, like I'm very much like analytically looking like what are our chances of making playoffs, like we've got this, like we're probably losing to this, probably. But I think pretty much everyone else was I know at least for Jason, Welu, and Goo, they had the most confidence in the world. I don't think there wasn't even a thought that we wouldn't make playoffs. Like maybe we're not going to be the number 1 team. Maybe we're not going to be the number 2 team. Maybe we are going to be the 5th team, like we ended up being. But we will make playoffs. So there wasn't a doubt in their minds.
Mhm. What about
I
you?
agree. I mean,
Mhm.
like we started off kind of strong, then dropped off a couple weeks, but like in the middle of it, I also thought that it was top 6 instead of top 5 that made playoffs. But even so, I was like, no, there are some teams in here that there's no way they're making it. So like even if we come in like the last playoff spot, we're making it. Like no way. And I mean, I never thought about like winning, I guess, or winning the whole thing.
Mhm.
Not because I'm not confident or don't think we can do it so much. I don't know. Like we've played some games against the other teams and they're pretty decent. Um so yeah, it's yeah, like I'm just we're enjoying the ride right now. I think we're also looking toward what comes after. Um like if we bust it out in the first round, well, that's life. If we make it further, I don't know. We're just taking it like one round at a time. And then if we finish early, well, then that just means more time for us to practice and get better for the next thing we do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, Definitely a great mindset to go into because again, you guys first time playing fully together as a team, first split. You guys uh from the you guys being the two other players that I spoke to other than Jason and Goobans, you guys seem like some of you have a really strong personality.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
And huh?
What do you mean by that?
That you guys are very driven. I think a big part of a team is that if you have a team with not that many voices or not a strong voice, that it is very easy to just lack motivation. Uh, After talking to Jason, I that's at least one that's like fully
Yeah.
confident, full steam rolling.
Yeah, Jason is our main shot caller as well, and
Mhm.
he does a lot of things like that. And then when it comes to motivation, it's always, I don't know if you remember much from your interview with Goo, but Goo
Yeah.
will just go on the most random rants about like we'll use the power of our determination to to beat them up. He's the hype man. He is the hype man of the team for sure.
No,
He
no.
may not be the most reasonable guy. As I said, he's got the most blind confidence ever, but he is the hype man, and I'll
I
give
don't,
him that for sure.
I don't think it's so much confidence. I think like Jason's been playing, and like one thing that pisses me off, and I tell him we're in scrims or we're in a flex game or some shit. Something bad happens, we lose a team fight or don't get an objective or fucking I don't know. And then he's like, "It's all right, it happens." And some games he's saying that like every 2 or 3 minutes, and it's like I tell him, Jason, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking scream. Of course, he keeps
Oh,
saying it. I don't scream, but it is like a mental thing. Like if we start getting quiet, if we start,
Yeah.
like, oh no, we lost the dragon, then that loser mindset, and we can't be having that. Not when we got like actual losers on the team.
hey, oh, wait.
Oh shit. Nah, but definitely understandable. You guys have your first playoff game, both for the Oregon for your guys' team against Evergarden. Evergarden is, they were the uncontested. Everyone thought they were the best team in the weeks 1 and 2, and then they had their little stagger in performance, and even though they faltered, they still did make it into playoffs and are still a very strong contender. What are your guys how is your guys' mental, and what preparations are you guys taking to beat Evergarden this Friday?
Well, I think one of the main things so far is sort of hard to judge, like how good we're necessarily going to do into them, because the first game we played against Evergarden, we locked in Yasuo jungle, and that one went exactly how you would expect it to go. And then the next time we faced Evergarden, we were already guaranteed playoffs, so we didn't really care. So once again, I think pretty much everyone, not even just Evergarden, I know at least Waylu and Jason, both they don't even consider it. They're not even worried about it. They think that both them and TEA are both going to be a cakewalk. We'll not even worried about it at all. I'm a little more worried about it. I'm a little more like we need to be like paying real attention to them. Not to say that they're not like obviously prepping and like training as much as they can. I mean, we do scrims 3 days a week. We're doing 4 days a week now because we have the game day for free. So we're definitely doing a lot of practice, but they're going in with the confidence.
What about you, Funny? What are your thoughts and opinions about this game on Friday?
It's a best of 3, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, I think they're okay. Are we better than them? I don't know. Like Guy said, one of the games was kind of a wash because I don't know, that day Peeps weren't focused. Things were locked in that should not have been maybe locked in.
Maybe.
And then the second game we just didn't, I don't know. I think like we're practicing. We got the extra day. We're trying to make sure we like level up. But like I said, if we lose here, I'm fine with that. I would rather we win. But I think that if we win, I don't think it'll be a 2-0. It might be a 2-1. And I'll be happy even just taking a game off of them and also making sure that they work hard for their 2 wins.
Honestly, yeah, I agree with that a lot, and from my point of view, at least, I do think I at least want to take one game. I don't want to go down 0-2, and it's also I don't think anyone, even the people I said previously, who are like confident that we will win, they're not going to be upset if we lose. You know, like we're all ready to get back into practicing and get back into going for next season. You know.
Okay, that's definitely good mindset to go into. That being said, now that we talked about the future, let's talk about the past a little bit. What if you were to say what's like your most memorable, at least as a bottler, right? What is your most memorable game of this season, or what do you think a game where it's like, oh shit, we popped off, or oh they were so bad, or even oh god they are incredibly good. Like, do you remember any specific player, any specific game?
I know my most specific game, and this it doesn't have much to do with the next like necessarily the contents of the game, but more so the legend that surrounded the game, and that is the game where Funny said that if we lost to All Victory, he would quit the team, and I want everyone to know that he was not joking. If we lost that game, he was out. He was fully confident. He was so confident us winning. He was like, if we lose to these guys, I'm out. And I think that game will always stick in my memory just because it was especially because I remember we were doing really good early and we were doing really like fine, and then we lost like 2 like fairly big plays. We lost like a Baron, I think. And then everyone got a little quiet. They're like, "Wait, did we lose Funny?" But no, and then we eventually pulled it back through and came through. But that game's gonna stick with me for a while because it was honestly so funny looking back in retrospect how determined Funny was to win that one.
What about you, Funny? Would it same answer, or do you have anything else?
I mean, I was thinking about it just because I know I made the bet, but I also would have rather not leave the team. So
Yeah,
I wasn't like angry, but I was just in that game. I was like, because we started off well, and then there was this midpoint where like we just fucking fuck that mid game was not good from us. We gave away like I think 2 pentakills.
for sure. I don't know if they're pentas with 2 aces for sure.
No, maybe one of them was a quadrant, but regardless, like we gave off like 2 fights, two things that like were just fucking devastating, but it also didn't really mean anything because they couldn't like win off of that, and they didn't, I think, get a lot from it. So it was still being chill, and it was more like fucking fuck. Now we made this harder than we needed it to be.
Yeah, facts.
So I think it was nice having the stakes. Although I guess it didn't matter because you know, an arrow never left all victory, so it was, I guess, meaningless.
We were the other ones who took it serious, I guess, you know?
There was I remember not to punch down, but like the games against Black Backflip and All Victory, they were just like lows. And we kept hearing from I don't know, I wasn't hearing, but like these bozos were saying how like others were talking about how like Backflip is like a scrim team or something. Like they were going sick in scrims, but they were
Yeah,
still like
it was TEA, I think, was really, it was on the backflip train. It was like
yeah,
backflip are like some really good players that were like hidden amongst the crowd.
yeah, like they were gonna make a surge or something and they didn't. And I'm also thinking about like the first game I think we played against TEA, yeah, where they fucking went
Oh,
Diana support,
Oh yeah.
and I was just like, what is this? Why are they what?
And then Jew Bagel Bobber himself with the running it down top lane into Whaley.
yes, absolutely. And then I think that was also the game where we ended up like we were like 10k gold behind, and then they trolled away the lead, and we managed to win. That was also a crazy game.
Yeah. So I just remember that mostly because of like the Diana pick where at the beginning of the game I just for 30 seconds I was just like wheezing from laughing. I was just what why are they doing this? And like I guess I saw the value a couple times because I died in River twice to it, but then when when they fucking threw it away or whatever, I'm just like if you played a better champion, you might have actually won, but I don't know, you egoed or you chimped.
I mean, we did lock in Yasuo jungle, so
Yeah, but not that game.
not that game, but we did lock it in.
Nah, I definitely understand that. We've TLO, you know, we've cooked a little. We haven't cooked as much as you guys with the Yasuo pick or TA with the Diana pick. But our Cho'Gath mid pick is pretty legit too. uh, but you know what?
I think Cho'Gath mid's crazy right now. I actually think it's so good.
I agree. Until like, especially in mobile mids,
Yeah,
it seems very strong.
maybe I think playing with Goo has awoken me to off meta mid laners.
Yeah, the
Like
Zach
I just
mid
accept them
tech.
more now. Yeah, he's crazy on it, dude. I can't even say anything about it anymore. He's built different.
I mean, look, Zach. I'm not sure if this is an actual stat, but every game that TLO plays, Zach is banned or picked, and I imagine it's the same for you guys.
It is absolutely the same for us.
So-
Exactly. It like even in scrims, it is just pick or ban. Like every
Zach
single
is a
game, it's
terror.
crazy.
But
He's just too strong.
But you know what? And now that we threw it back, let's throw it a little further back and let's go to the first day preseason, the exhibition match. You know, we did our funny 5 support strat.
Yeah.
And
That's
and that's where the meme of hey guys, roll 9.1 came out.
roll 9. Oh my god.
So
You have no idea how. Hold on, I'll let you finish your question before I say anything. Sorry.
I was gonna ask something, but before I want to hear it now. Now that
you have no idea. So like as I said, I've never played in like a competitive scene before, and I'm just the type of person I almost never talk in chat. Period. So you have no idea how stressed I was when Funny hops into the general chat and starts putting in this flame. And I'm like, bro, we don't need this. I will say that was also like, it did sort of I think that was actually a really good game to like set the season for us, because it sort of took us from this like we were like very serious, like we were going into this exhibition match like as serious as can be, like sweating. You know, obviously I don't know if this is necessarily the case for like Funny or Jason, who have already played in like multiple seasons before, but for me, Waylon, and Goo, who have only like never played in these seasons before, it was like, man, this is our first game. We get to like show our stuff on stream, and then we played against the 5 support comp with a bar top. It's like as soon as we hit like the 15-minute mark, like they didn't damage us. Like it was like it sort of helped us all to like step back and like take a laugh at some of these games, and like take it less seriously, like still take it seriously, but don't like stress about it.
Yeah, especially you guys changed jungles, I think, mid-season.
We did change. It was mostly scheduling conflicts with Dummy. He couldn't make it to a lot of like scrims. Game day wasn't super good for him, but it was just weird conflict, like scheduling wise. And then we were also like, because of that, we were doing like half of our scrims with Jason anyway, and like half of our games with Jason anyway. And we just sort of vibed with him better. So, and then I think once we got Jason into like consistently on the team, like officially on the team, that also like, I think we did a lot better from then on out, like working with Jason, because we weren't like, you know, splitting like half of our games with different junglers and just hoping stuff worked well.
No, yeah, definitely. I think you guys definitely took a step, like a different direction, and obviously went for the better because you guys made it into playoffs. And Jason being the personality that he is on and off stream,
Yeah.
you know, at the very least makes things interesting for everyone else in the league. But as I was gonna say before, a very big question from even before the exhibition match. I believe there were obviously expected power rankings, and I want you guys to know I put you guys in last place in case you guys didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
But
No, I don't pay attention to that.
no, valid. But you know, you guys have come a long way. Obviously, prove me wrong, prove not only myself but a lot of other people wrong, and definitely, you know, I have to like applaud you guys for that. You guys did play a really good season, even going 5-5, I believe. No,
7-7.
7-7.
But yeah, equal.
Yeah, which again, like definitely unexpected from at least half of us. And you guys being able to take games away from the TA that looked very hard to beat, taking games off, like not losing easy games, games that you were expected to lose. You guys did put up a fight. You guys played really well this season overall. Like, I wouldn't expect anything less than a good game. At the very least, a 3-game series between you guys and Evergarden. But I think you guys are definitely a team that took everyone else's expectations and just blew them out of the water. So that being said, now let's go into callouts, even if it's your team, enemy team, because that's everyone's favorite thing. It's just people, you know, inspiring other players, even taking them down a peg if they think they're too good. So if you guys were able to call anyone out right now, or even just hype up your own team, hype up any one player, who would it be?
I'll let you go first on this one, Funny.
I don't know any of these players. So I can't. Who am I gonna take down? I don't know. Like fucking. Who are we facing? We're facing Evergarden. Who are those guys? I don't know. I don't pay attention to them. I will take down my mid laner, my top laner. They're garbage. These guys. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. I've already talked to like Stevie. We need new solo laners. Those guys are just they're lows.
Okay.
Like no joke, if we lose 90% of the time, it's because they banned all 5 champions mid that Goo can play.
Okay.
We literally got nothing. Then we gotta lock in fucking Mundo mid.
You know, the
Or
AP.
Cho'Gath mid.
What about the AP Nar mid? Come on.
Every time. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. We're trying to get him to forget about it. I swear, anytime we ever bring it up, he's like, "Well, the one game I played it in scrims, I went 7-3."
He plays these champions. This man's got like 15 gold accounts. He makes a new account, level 0, levels it up to level 30, plays his ranked games, gets the gold. That's it.
It's crazy.
I swear to you, he's selling these accounts.
Oh my god.
And then
But
my top laner apparently is almost plat. I don't see it. That guy, I tell him somebody's coming top, he dies to them anyway.
we do call him Sleepy Joe. He doesn't look at the map. He's Sleepy Joe. He's falling asleep in the top lane sometimes, but he gaps people too.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen him
but
gap
funny
anybody.
he
in a
calls him
while.
out. But I think Waylu can gap people. Like we've seen him with Jubei Wilds and other people just like absolutely dominate lanes when
Well,
he's
I
not
hope he
being
can gap
camped.
Luke this Friday.
But Goo also paid Downey like $10 to say that he was good, so he was good.
He paid you?
I'm pretty sure he would if I asked him for it.
Nah, he doesn't got. He doesn't. Nah, he wouldn't.
That's fair. But no, seriously, to be fair, I think Goo is like when I first started playing with Goo, I think we all like it's like one of our first like team like things before we were like really playing games. We all put our like top 5 champs in chat, and I think his was like Viego, Zach, Seraphine, Rise, Azir or something. And I was like, is that a mid laner? You see the Zach Viego as the top, but seriously, he's like, he's blown me away. Like he's actually way better than you think he is, and without giving up too much information on some of the stuff we've been playing recently, he's been doing some really good stuff. Especially like with some of his shot calling, which is like way better than I feel like I gave him credit for sometimes. And then obviously, I said Jason is our main shot caller. I think he leads the team. Generally speaking, I think he deserves some credit for that. And then obviously, me and Funny gap every lane.
Nah, dude, I don't think we gap every lane. But I'm just saying
we definitely don't. I think half of our lanes we just farm.
All right.
Can we go back to the start of the season where we just only played Zeri Lulu and just farmed for like 20 minutes every game?
Yeah,
those were the days.
Very Seraphine on Friday. Don't tell Evergarden that,
but all right, I won't tell them. I will, I'll tell them not to look at the interview. By the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll close your just mute it and look at the pictures lighting up.
As far as callouts, I don't think there's anyone particularly, but I think the rest of the team would agree. I think they would want me to say this. Let's just say, Lyric, don't lose to Gotcha, because we'll meet you there in finals.
All right.
That's gonna be my claim. That's gonna be my that's where we're going.
Valid. I mean, we are going to have to take you down from that cloud if you do make it to finals, but
okay, I'll see you there. It'll be our battle will be legendary.
What about you, Funny? Did you have something to say?
About what?
Just in general, I thought you were talking.
Yeah, I just said there's no way you lose to Gotcha.
Shit.
Valid. If anything, this is almost a call out to Gotcha.
Yeah, it feels bad, Gotcha.
Hey, yo, Gotcha gamers, don't freaking. I don't even know. You guys suck.
Fucking. All right. What the fuck, bro? And I think that's a good note to end it on.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, sure.
But no, definitely amazing job getting to playoffs. Definitely expect a very entertaining game on Friday. If anything, if you guys do manage to make it to the finals, we'll see you there, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. I know I sounded real confident 5 minutes ago, but we'll see.
But no, it's definitely great to see you guys. Even at the very end of the day, you guys are having fun, and isn't that what matters?
Yeah.
No, but definitely, thank you both for coming on. For everyone, the playoffs are going to be played on the 24th on Friday at 7 EST. Definitely give it a look. We will be interviewing Evergarden as every team that made it to playoffs for IBSG and for the teams that are in semifinals in GPCS as well. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, see you guys next time.